Hello, my gardener friend. This Ram Solas Giberson gardening. Ram Giberson Channel. See you again. Today is Sunday, late in the evening. So hello เพื่อนๆที่เมืองไทยสวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีคุณอุดมศรีสวรรค์ช่องโนนสังหลงกรุงin Bangkok ช่องโนนสังหลงกรุงเป็นช่อง it's a channel that feature my garden too in Thailand and once in a while I say hello สวัสดีค่ะเพื่อนๆที่เมืองไทยแล้วคุณน้อยๆด้วยค่ะโอเคภาษาอังกฤษที่นี่เป็นAston Georgia USA สวนของแรมนี่นะสวนเป็นสวนที่สร้างมาเป็นเวลานานนะคะสิ่งทุกอย่าง everything you see I'm sorry sometimes I slip to Thai I didn't know I did that I'm sorry everything you see had been established so this garden is not about the garden that I would tear things out and replant every year. It's not. It's a garden that I do a lot of gardening in the winter time, like in January, right after New Year. I would do the heavy cleaning just about. In that time, I have somebody to help me constantly clean and cut and do all kind of this major cleaning I have to do, and then I mulch the whole garden. Then right about this time, I really have nothing much to do. Anything that in structure that I showed you earlier, I don't do about this time of the year because I just do most of these small plant like plant annual, sometimes perennial, and just enjoy what we've been doing through the year and all of those years. As you see, I'm trying to incorporate the music in there. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but you know, I mean, you're learning with me. I'm learning what I'm doing and try to improve it. So far, I think I did pretty good. Excuse me, the music is too loud. So this is what we call skyscraper. When I'm pointing out the camera right now. So you know, when you landscape the ground, and you also have to think about what does it look like up in the sky. You know, I've been talking about that. So today I'm not gonna talk much about that. I'm just gonna introduce about that and then go on to show you in some area that I haven't showed you before, but the same garden. I had a lot more to show to you. So what you see right here, because I don't renew my pots every year, whatever come back, and then that's what it come back, and then I accept it more like a natural look. Some of it I just add on that I renew the whole pot. I just add like this one dianthus. I just add annual dianthus. But this, you know, this dianthus grew like a perennial here. It won't die. See, you still see my viola, like a pansy. It's still very, very pretty. I'm not a person that would go rip everything up and then start it over every year. Like I said, I clean the garden in the winter, in January, and done by mid-February, I'm done cleaning, and then I'm more like early March thing beginning to come out, and then I don't do anything about that then. Now, even though the pots, some part I would add annual in there, some part I would just let it be. Because I have a lot of pot. If I clean, there's nothing wrong with the people who do that every year. You know, there's a part of the gardening too. You know, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm saying if that makes you happy, continually to gardening and all that, by all means do, but for me, as you see some part, I put the birdhouse in there. And believe it or not, there's a bird coming and live in there. I don't have to do much about it, But everything kind of lean into the natural way. So I'm gonna take the camera all the way up to the sky. Then I just let the music run, and I don't know we're gonna go with the theme or not, but it didn't really matter. I just want to have some other noise. I'm gonna point it out all the way to the sky on top of my house. You may not see that before, but you get to see now. I'm gonna bring it in really, really, really close. Very close. See, when we build the tower, the octagon tower, we search high and low to have the really good looking weather vane. We cannot find it. So we found this company that would do custom make. So we went and had them custom make to make this angel. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that the caretaker, the angel, they come to bless us, the way I see it. Since this is the gardening, so I have them. Since they already have it in catalog, angel carrying the water can. So I went ahead and have them create that for us, which is go with our garden very, very well. So because of that, I have them put it up there. So I thought I'd tell you guys. So I'm gonna move it slowly and put the lantern here, which would have the column that look like that. It kind of go with my patio, and have that lantern up there. A copper. This is a copper. It can be gas or electronic. Right now it's electronic, and so now I'm gonna take you to just to enjoy and relax on a Sunday evening with me. See the gardening as it is, and not the main and part and try to didn't change that, and see the garden as it is right now, and accept it as it is right now. And that's what I believe, and that's what I do anyway. And one time we went window looking, when window shopping, I found this food dog. So it happened to be they had it in a pair. So I bought it in a pair, and then I put one here, a pair. So a lot of them may not know. I didn't know it then either. So I'm gonna share it with you right now. Sorry, I'm sitting down. The one that the paw with the ball, that means it's female. It represents the not authority, but it's masculine identity, and the firm identity to have the ball on the paw like that. I don't know I say it right or not. My accent might sound kind of funny, but I don't mean it funny that. So now the female, I don't know much about the female. I didn't get to add about the female. I add about the male because I saw the ball, the round ball that the paw was on that. So I got answer on that. But the female, I don't know for sure. But I guess it's kind of represent the yin and the yang, I guess. And it kind of balance each other out. And that's going back to the positive energy. The energy that we know, the yin and the yang, the one that support each other, the one that help each other cope, I think. This is fake tree. Big fake tree. And I'm gonna walk in there to show you the fig tree. Had a lot of fruits already, but I don't know I can get it in the camera or not, but I'm gonna try. I don't eat the figs. I do eat them, but I don't eat it that much. I used to pick them and then, dry them and all those kind of things. But I learned that I don't eat it when I dry it and put it away, and then I just forgot to eat them. So because of that, from this point on, I don't even bother. I just let the figs develop and then feed the bird. The crow really, very, very love. I'm trying to find some fig little baby. So far I don't see any. They're so tiny still. I guess I have to come back some other time and show you that. And but as you see, it's very, very, very healthy looking. The foliage. Very, very healthy. Looking up in the sky. Kind of hazel in a way. So, this is down below. The texture is amazing right here. The bird feeder or the bird house and combination of the fig texture is amazing. So I'm going to turn the camera around slowly. Come to this area right here. This is the crepe myrtle, natural crepe myrtle. If you let it grow like that, it's beautiful. I mean, the trunk is gorgeous. And then, a lot of time we really butcher crepe myrtle a lot and then become not really so sightful before the leaf and the flower come out. But if you let it grow free like this all year long, it looks very, very pretty. It looks very pretty. I'm going to take the camera up above to the sky. I don't know if we can see clear or not, but I'm going to bring it in real close. Slowly. See? Those are the bark from the crepe myrtle. Natural, white natural crepe myrtle. Right now it looks beautiful, but when it peel, the bark will be more red. It kind of go with the brick house that I have. And on top of that, it kind of soft in the tall building because the crepe myrtle is very, very, very tall up to the skyline. In a skyline that they call skyscraper. This is skyscraper. I'm standing underneath of the fig crepe myrtle and underneath of the river birch. And the one that you see kind of butchy looking, that's a variegated cryptomeria. And it's very, very healthy. And the one I'm gonna take the camera down to it right now. This is a David ladder walking stick. So I'm gonna go real close. This plant had been a very, very fascinating and interesting throughout. Even though in the winter, it's still beautiful. Even though with no leaf. Right now, it's a lot of leaves. But it's still fascinating looking. See that? The texture is amazing. And then I'm gonna take the camera up to this way. And I'm gonna take it out to the pond from the area that I never showed you before. And right here, the plant right here, it's a lemon balm. I don't do anything with that. Eventually that will bloom. It bloom white and then have ability to reseed itself. But since my garden is so big, if I go around yanking out the thing that want to grow, I will have to work very, very, very hard to put other plants in there. But I don't do that. I just let them be. That kind of helped me have the garden to maintain just like this without a lot of work. And I think it worked for me anyway because my garden is so big. And I can understand when you have a small garden, you have to pull out and then renew every year. But for me, I don't. So, and I guess at the gardener, experienced gardener or learning at the gardener, we do what for us, I think. But this is what I do for my garden. And just because I do it, it doesn't mean it for everybody. So I think if it is for you, I'm happy for that. But I think we do what in our heart, and then we create it like that. This is what in my heart. I love nature. This is it variegated. I think the mid-canthus. This one they call the zebra. The zebra and stripe at the same time. You see the stripe coming out, and then you have like a zebra looking. I'm gonna see you overly see that zebra. You look like that. There's a stripe like a zebra, and then when you look like this, it's the stripe. There's a mid-canthus. It does not have the zebra look, but it had a white stripe come down like that. They're both beautiful. When they bloom and the flower, it kind of the flower is very, very beautiful. It's not as big as the pomegranate, but it's kind of similarly to that. So right now, it probably about I would say about 4 feet, 4.5 feet tall. When it bloom, it's not gonna be that much more. Maybe two more feet or foot taller when it bloom. I don't tie it. I don't do anything with it. Like I said, I clean it up, then I mulch, and just about what I did every year. It maintains its shape like that. For right now, it maintains its shape very, very, very well. But when it bloom, it tends to flop just a little bit when the wind blows. I think it's natural that way. And if it get too wild looking, I just come along and cut it. Cut out the one that kind of flop all over. And another one that I like to point it out. The little jar here, it had a story. It actually in Asian they have the jar right here. It made it some kind of very, very strong clay, and then they baked it, almost like a porcelain in it, and like that. Been here, believe it or not, more than 15 years, never cracked, never bud, and it does not have any hole in the bottom. It filled up with the water, and they use the jar right here in Asian. If you go to the Asian store party, you probably see this. Originally, long time ago, they used it for a pickle jar. So, all types of pickle, green mustard pickle, lettuce, a pickle, any type of pickle, they make it with the salt and all the things. Sometimes, a lot of times, they even use it to put the kimchi in there. If you're familiar with kimchi, then they put in there the packet that will tie. Then to make that really a true form of kimchi, they put whatever ingredient then they need to put in there, depend on what the city you're talking about, where part of the Korea you're talking about. Then they pack it in there well tight, and then they seal it up completely on the top, and then they bury it. I think they bury it to keep the air, to keep seal tight, and to keep the temperature constant, I think. That is the real kimchi that you would eat when you go overseas. But nowadays they do that or not, I don't know. That's where originally the kimchi is coming from. So, but nowadays they do that or not, I don't know. From what I know, to make it that way, it's very, very, very tasty. And actually, the idea of eating kimchi is for your digest. People who had a hard time digesting and all that. And the kimchi had a lot of healthy bacteria, and that's why you eat kimchi to kind of help you with the digest. People who have a hard time digesting the food that you eat. Okay, now I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna talk about the volunteer holly fern. You see right here. This is a volunteer holly fern. It's very, very beautiful. You see 10 tender leaf. It's very, very beautiful. I did not plant it there, you know, like this is probably about 4 years now. It kind of grew itself, and because of that, I just kind of left it because I think it was a good idea. I didn't even know it would grow out of the lava rock that you see there. So, if you're not familiar with the fern, I'm gonna show you. Okay. Okay. You see this? Lots of seed. Lots of seed. I don't know it would germinate all, though probably not, because if I have these seeds germinate in my garden, it's gonna be a whole lot of them. But so far, I saw only this one right here for about at least three years now, and I don't see another one. So I would imagine it's not gonna germinate that much. So in here in my pond, you see the waters are always clear because I have a lot of plants in the pond. Those are water lily, it's coming out. So before long, it's gonna bloom. And you see the calyx. I've been telling people if you wanna to have the pond, you really have to grow a lot of plants to keep your water clean. This pond, I do not clean, like I said, I believe in nature. I don't clean my pond. I just let it naturally clean the pond. And what you see kind of tall up above here, if you're interested about water plant. See, right here. This is the cattail. Cattail. I'm gonna try to bring it in real close. It already have a little, I don't know what would you call flower or just the corn or whatever you call it. It cattail. So I grew it here probably about more than 15 years going on. It doesn't multiply that much. Sometimes I have to pull it out some to kind of keep it in two sides. From what I know, they have ability to take over if you not keep watching that, you know. But for me, every year, the clump that kind of get out here, I pull it out. It's not that hard. So, but there again, you know, there is no maintenance-free garden. The only maintenance-free garden is not having garden. So, I'm gonna walk slowly and telling you what all plant you can grow in the pond to clean your water. So, there you go. See this lava rock right here? I mean, anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. Before I talk about lava rock, I'm gonna talk about the yellow plant right here. I'm gonna go there real close. That's the creeping genie. It had ability to root into the water, and all the moss that you see there, I had not had. I planted there from the beginning of time. In time it kind of evolved. And you see mint, this is chocolate mint. Their roots are great at cleaning the water. And then you see the lava rock here. I'm gonna explain how I made it here. The lava rock here, I went and purchased the lava rock and the pieces come like that, and then from the bottom up. Sometimes you have to kind of see how it's gonna sit a little bit, and you make a balance. And then you drill, you bore a hole from the bottom up to put the tube. The tube will connect into the pipe. That the same pump, they will connect into the pump. The same pipe, they connect into the pump, but you kind of tee it off from the major line to have this small little one. Bring it through like this. Like this. So when your water falls on, you know, I mean, the big water go to the big area, and then the smaller one and come to the lava rock. If you have a question about that, you know, I mean, if you build a pond, you want a little bit more understanding. If you're local, please come over and look at. and I would explain it to you. I don't drill the hole myself, but I wanted to have it done, and I had the guy come in who not expert in anything, just someone that I hire for labor. So I kind of instruct them to do, and then he do that, and then they come out. Anybody can do it. It's not hard, you know. If you know how to use electric saw and you know where to put it, and then if you have a little bit of visual of how you want it to look. You know, bottom line, you gardening, it's your garden. You can hire somebody to come and help you and build the garden, you know, when they left. Then what you do? If you don't understand how to take care of that, then what you do? A lot of money that you put in there, you don't understand how to take care of it. Sorry, I'm not saying, I don't mean you. I just mean in general. That's going to be tough for you to maintain it, for us to maintain it, you know. Because of this whole garden, I built it myself by hiring somebody to help me in certain thing that I need help. And then I know every single nook and crack in this garden. So because of that, you know, if you want to build a garden and if you understand how to maintain, this garden has been over 20 years old now. Everything still works perfect. So, okay, today I'm sharing with you about some plant and some of the water feature and some other plant, and basically I'm not gonna have a whole lot of building a new bed or, you know, doing all that, because that's not what I do. This garden is right now, it's just mainly to enjoy the beauty of that day by day, season by season. And sometimes I might do some of it during the summertime. Sometimes I don't clean at all, because I believe if I clean the garden in the summer, there's a lot of larvae. Like, you know, like last year I saw some monarch butterfly, which I hadn't seen for so many years. I'm beginning to see it now. So because I have a lot of plants that are committed to monarch butterfly, I'm beginning to see it now. As you know, monarch butterfly is declared extinct. So, you know, if to see them, I got goosebumps. To see them in your garden and consider lucky that you see them. I see several of them last year. So this year I'm gonna try to not disturb and try to promote the plant that they eat. A little more. Okay, if you're gonna ask what plant did they eat, I've been growing what they call milkweed, and then mullein, and fennel, fennel, and many plants they eat, by the way. But those are the things that highlight and say that they like, and then because of that, they will grow and they will live, and then they would lay the larva, and then the larva will feed on those leaves, and then they become a cocoon. When they become the cocoon and fly away, I don't have that depth of detail. I just see the larva, and I just see swallowtail a lot. I see swallowtail in the black color, in the blue color, in the yellow color, in orange color. Many swallowtail grow here, but I saw about 2 or 3 monarchs last year. Well, that's it for today. I really enjoy being with you today. Today is a Sunday evening. And like I said, you know, if you have any question about the little rocks, waterfall feature, please let me know. You can come see in person if you are local. You can make your garden happen with the waterfall. Okay? Beautiful. If the music too loud from the beginning, I apologize. I'm learning. Trying to find the music. It's not that easy. But I'm learning that right now. So, you know, one foot step in front of the other and keep walking. With this, my program is going to improve a lot, day by day. Bear with me, and thank you for supporting me. And then thank you for encouragement that you leave the comments to encourage me what I can do. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Aston area, thank you. And anywhere in the world you're watching, thank you. And then everyone that's supporting and watching, by the way. And for Thai friends, thank you for coming to see Lamb Garden today. And not much structure or anything like that. It's just the beauty of the gardening that I share with you today. จัดสวนสวยๆที่แรมเอามาแบ่งปันวันนี้ไม่ได้ทำอะไรใหม่มันเป็นแต่สิ่งที่มีมาแล้วแต่ว่าหลายๆอันในสวนคุณยังไม่เห็นนะคะแรมก็จะเอามาแบ่งปันทุกครั้งที่แรมทำวิดีโอนะคะ For everybody it's the same I just tell them the same way I tell you for the American language thank you very much okay Ram Giberson Gardening and Ram Giberson Channel thank you for subscribe